What's up, guys? Welcome to Slops Locks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. If you've never seen the show before, do yourself a favor right now. Hit subscribe button. Go ahead and throw us a like, too, while you're at it. Hit the notifications, too, because you're never going to want to miss another one of these for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce you to today's panel, the guys that are going to make us all millionaires tonight, probably. The first one, you know him on Twitter. My guy, Jafar. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Chilling, man. Just doing my thing. Ready to dish out some bangers on here, man. The Thunderdome is always hype. Baseball is the first time I'm on for it. Let's get to it, man. It's a good day.
I remember last time you were here. I don't remember what happened last time you were here, but we talked about baseball, and now we can't wait for it to be baseball season. So I can't wait to see what you have. Also, too, I forgot to tell you the other day, I love your Twitter handle. It's like Jafar Too Nice.
Yeah. It's just like a play off my name. Like,
yeah,
my name's Jafari, and people have like messed it up all kind of ways throughout the years. So I just like running with it.
Yeah, no, it's just a great Twitter handle. You can't really beat it. You know what I mean? The next panelist has never been here before, so he has no idea what he's in store for right now. He did the dumbest thing you could possibly do already. He showed me what he's picking, so I don't know if I'm taking any of them yet, but here's our guy, Chef T. It's been far too long, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Just living the dream. I forgot to tell you, don't tell me what you're going to pick before the show.
Oh, well,
I steal a lot, man.
I'm too excited. I'm too excited to make all these people a ton of money, and to be in the Thunderdome with you two goats is an honor. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. You don't have to suck up to us, dude. I'm still going to steal your bets. It's fine. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. The way I see it is if I sweep, if Jafar sweeps, and if you sweep, then that means we go 9-0, and that means technically anyone that has a 9-leg parlay gets rich. Does that make sense to you guys? I feel like the math works.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. That sounds right.
Plus 3-0 plus 3-0 is 9-0, and right, that would cash a 9-leg parlay. So that's what we're going to try to do. It looks like Nigel set me up big time because he gave me the leadoff spot. We're going to go snake draft. It's going to be me, then Jafar, then Chef T. Then Chef T, you're going to go first in the second round and bring us back, just like the fantasy football drafts at home. I'm going to stop stalling, though. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do right away. We're going to start at 220 today. I like your shirt, by the way, Chef T, but there's a guy named Paul Skeens who's going to sit down clubs like it's his job, all right? Yeah. It's 6.5 strikeouts for him. Is plus 110 at BetMGM or Fanatics. Here's the thing, man. That's way off. He struck out 7 of these guys last time. I don't normally like to go against the same team again because, I mean, literally he just pitched against them last week. I think it was Saturday. But that was his first time ever. All right, the guy was nervous. You could tell he was sweating out there. Here's the thing. That ain't going to happen today. All right, also, too, last time it was raining. So that start got cut short. I don't think that happens today. I think we have a clear forecast. I think that he's going to be a little more precise this time around. He's been here. He's done that before. And you got to be nervous your first time. Everybody knows that. So 7+ feels so easy, and it also feels like I'm 1-0. Jafar, stop stalling, man. You're up.
You know I'm ready with it, man. Come on now.
I know you.
We're sticking with the pitchers, man. I love me some pitchers. First of all, I love that Skeens pick. I took that myself, actually. I think he deals today. I'm going to stick with the pitchers, and I'm going with Kyle Harrison from the Giants. His straight right now is 5.5 strikeouts. We'll bump it up to 7. We'll take 7. I think it's hitting around 200 something around all the books, FanDuel, Caesar, wherever you can get it. He's going against the Rockies, man. And my simple rule in baseball with pitchers is if they're playing the Rockies on the road, you take them if they have any strikeout upside. And Kyle Harrison definitely has upside. He's kind of had a bit of a shaky start to the year, but I'm seeing him get into control together in the month of May. And now he gets to play the Rockies at Oracle. He played them in Coors Field, which is way worse for pitchers, and he still went 7 innings. They can't touch this guy, I don't think. And now he's in Oracle, which is a pitcher's dream. I like him to last long, and I like him to dice him up. Give me 7Ks for Harrison. Line it up.
Now, all right, check it out. So do you think – here's what I want to ask you. Do you think that the Giants are telling their guys not to strike people out?
Yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of ground out, a lot of weak contact. But the thing with the Rockies, man, is they just swing and miss at everything.
Oh yeah, they're chasers. They're a big target. I think they're the top chase team there is. You know, they'll swing at anything. Like Miguel Tejada back in the day. Remember him?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Swing at everything. But because I liked Logan Wynn and Harrison is one of my guys. You know what I mean? Because they throw him down the 4.5, 5.5 range where you he can come up, man. He can get 9 if he wanted to. Right. And I always wonder, do the Giants just tell their guys to pitch to contact or whatever? Because it seems like the Keaton Wynn kid does the same thing. And it's this is what's happening right now. How come you used to be able to strike people out and now all of a sudden, do you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. No, I mean, Webb is known as a ground baller, so that's definitely a problem. And that Keaton Wynn kid has definitely been a bit of a weak contact guy too. But I think Harrison has the most stuff currently out of the lineup, besides Snell, who's injured, obviously. I think he has the most stuff. So I think he has a great chance to really climb up. There's a lot of upside there. And, I just think it's a spot you got to take. I mean, with Oracle, you're just bound to last long anyway. He's going to have a lot of chances.
Yeah, there won't be home runs, so it's not. No, I've been wondering that since the beginning of the year because he's too good to be having games where he strikes 3 guys out and goes 7 innings or something. You're just what's happening right now?
Sure.
But
for sure.
All right, moving on. Chef T, which one are you giving out first, man? Which one do you think I'll steal next time around?
Well, here's the thing. I'm actually glad you guys both took pitcher props because those are not going to smack at all. They're going to be pulled probably in the 4th or 5th inning. So this one,
you're saying you want all the people to lose on the 9-leg parlays.
I'm just saying,
Chef T.
I'm just saying, I already have a leg up. No, I love those books. It's a low total in the Cubs game. Wins soaring in. We know that's a factor at Wrigley. Hendricks sucks, but the total's low for a reason. I think that Skeens does deal. I really like him. I liked him in his debut last time against the same, pretty much going to be the same lineup. So I really like that. But what I'm going to do is go to the late game, the Dodgers versus the Reds. Yeah. So I'm a bit of a late night SGP. A lot of people follow me and we get through the plays of the day, the mega, and then we're all sweating and something's caked or whatever. It's your late night SGP. Dodgers usually fall in that realm because they're on the West Coast and it just that's how it is. For sure. Dodgers put up 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th last night. Other than that, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Shohei does a fantastic job against Frankie Montas. Historically. Let me see here. 417 against him with 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. Wind is soaring out to right. I mean, it's a huge Dodgers bounce back. I call them Doyers because whatever. So I like Shohei for 4+ bases. So you could take his Gagger. It's probably 220, but I like him to get 4+ bases here. I got it for +190. That's my first pick.
I like it. I actually have Shohei in my $1 and a Dream millionaire parlay for tonight. That's coming up later. If you follow me on Twitter, then you'll probably see it there. You'll see it on TikTok first, though, just so you know, at These Slop Rules. It'll start there, then it makes its way to Instagram, then it gets on Twitter. It takes me a minute. I'm getting old. But Chef T, you're up again, dude.
I'm just gonna go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna do the same play, but I'm gonna go my NBA pick first. Alex Burks, 15+ points for +270. There's no OG. He's had 14, 20, and 18 in the last 3 games without OG. I'm not overthinking it. OG's out tonight. Obviously, the Knicks are very thin. I'm just not going to overthink it and do 15+. He's hit his line in the past 3 games. He's going to see 20 minutes, and that's it. Not overthinking it.
I like it. People don't know this about Alec Burks is he is strictly a scorer.
Yeah.
When he played ball in middle school and stuff, he didn't pass. I can tell you that right now. There's no chance he passed. He was you passed to him. He was that guy on the court. So when he's had the
if you look at it and you look at the volume, you look at the minutes that he's had, you're like, how is this guy still scoring, 14, 20, 18 points when he's got such, I mean, he's literally just on the court to score. So, yeah. So for 15 plus, for +2.
I like it. I like it. Now he's always been a ball hog his whole life, and I mean that's a term of endearment. That's a compliment. But even back in the Utah days, remember him there? Like he was just a guy you could take to get 20 plus on a random night. He'll get it for you.
Yeah.
All right, Jafar. I don't know how you're gonna follow that up, man. That was like, what was that? Almost a +200 on Shohei, and then another +200 plus on Burks.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious? I actually had Alec Burks as my next pick.
Ooh, nice. I was actually, what's funny is I was actually going to feel that pick.
Got me scrambled, man. I had him for 3 threes, but same deal. Like, yeah, I love him. But you know what? We stay ready on these parts. We're not gonna get too confused. We're gonna switch up. I'll give you guys another pitcher I like. We'll keep it on the pitchers. I'm going with the knuckleballer himself, Matt Waldron on the Padres, going against the Braves. Got a strikeout line at 3.5. Taking for 5, man. Let's get crafty. Let's do it. Waldron is just a guy where he's throwing knuckles, man. It's new. It's not new, but it died and now it's coming back. Most people aren't ready for it. A lot of good strikeout potential. As long as he doesn't get rocked, he's gonna get 5 Ks in my opinion. It's almost like a coin flip every time. Like either the ball gets hit for like a hard hit contact or they just miss. And with these low of odds, starting at 3.5 and going up, there's a lot of ceiling here to touch that ladder. He just played the Dodgers, probably a better batting team, and got 6 Ks. He's gotten 5+ Ks in a good amount of games this year. He had tough matchups too, besides the Rockies, which was at Coors. He's showed a lot of upside, and I think there's something that people are sleeping on this year is Matt Waldron with his knuckleball. Really, really strong pitcher with the command on knuckleball, which is hard to do. Let me get him, man. 5 Ks, Matt Waldron.
I think you can do it. I like doing that with my 3.5 guys. Just go get me 5. You know what I mean? Like I don't get the 3.5 -150 stuff. Just go give me 5. Bring me back some plus money.
For sure.
We'll move on to the next game. What do you think of that, Chef T? You like that?
Yeah, and honestly, like you think of the Braves, you think of Ozuna, and you think of Acuna, and these guys are not hitting the ball as well as we had hoped them to do. So for a line to be 3.5 and for these guys to get, I mean, they're striking out like mid-tier for the season, right? I think that's pretty much
about middle of the pack against righties.
Is that the Cub fan in you talking, or is that like shit?
That's like legit. That's like legit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like that look a lot. It sucks because it doesn't suck, but as the season goes on, you have these preconceived notions of what teams do and what they do, and there's so much data and how it changes throughout the season and how it affects things. And in my mind, you're thinking Doyers are hitters, Braves are hitters, et cetera.
Look at that, man.
And it's like it's all shifting and reversing, and you got to keep up with so much. And so yeah, Braves are not hitting as well as we'd hoped, and they're striking out a decent amount. So I like it
for sure.
That's the fun part. All right, so it's my turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with the pitchers. The people have been saying on Twitter, how come we can't get a strikeout parlay? They all think that I'm going to hit another lotto like I done one day. And that was like a once-in-a-lifetime event. Like we moved on to dingers and millionaires. But at the same time, I'm a pitcher guy. So I'll give you another one. I'm going to go John Means of the Orioles over 5.5 at FanDuel, it looks like, plus 120 for 5.5. This is a joke because he's got the Mariners in town. And if we're being honest, man, those guys, that's a strikeout machine. Like
they're like 30% almost striking out.
Yeah, no, exactly. When you look at lefties too, I think it's like 100 plus. They've only had like 340 at bats. I mean, it's pretty bad. But Means might be a strikeout guy. Like he had 8 in his first start of the season. Looked good, looked strong. But the next start was against Arizona, but they don't really strike out much. So there is that. He's back at home. It's a bounce back spot for him. I think Gunnar is going to hit the dog shit out of at least 2 balls tonight. So we at least got runs on the board. Get the guy going. You know what I mean? Like after he strikes out the side in the first, Gunnar hits a homer. Now he comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
6 plus should be done by mid-second inning. What do you think, Chef?
The math is there. It all adds up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Means can go a long time too. He's showing longevity. He's throwing pitches. You know, he's getting up to start 90 pitches. That if you get to that start of like benchmark, really good. You know?
I like. He's a big guy. I think. I don't know his actual size. I could look it up. But I'm not gonna. But I think in my head, he said my John Means is 6'4", 240, around in there. So
he's tall. He's a big
dude. And I always go with big dude pitchers. You know, always.
Oh, yeah.
They'll ride those guys. They'll let them throw all day. 6'3", 230. So that's what I'm saying. So I should be his agent because I just gave him an inch and 10 pounds, and he didn't do anything for it. It was free, like totally free. All right, so finally, I'm going to bring it home with my last pick of the night. Probably going to go into the strikeout lotto parlay that I make later that has no chance of hitting, but I'm doing it for the people anyways because that's what they want. It's going to be Christian Scott, 7+ strikeouts. I'm guessing I'm going to do at FanDuel. The normal line is 5.5 minus 115. I don't know. I'm too old to do minus money. I can't do it. I can't get excited for it. It does nothing for me to throw, anything minus 115. So I'm stalling, but I am going to get you a price. It is plus 186. 7+ strikeouts for Christian Scott of the New York Mets. He's in Florida tonight, so there is that. But the Marlins, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but they've been kind of striking out a little bit lately. Christian Scott is a strikeout guy. Like, he's brand new. He's just coming up now, but he is a strikeout guy. He's going to be a guy that we look at and see him have like 7.5 lines at some point soon. So get while the getting's good there. I think this is a good spot for him. Again, I don't think the Marlins can hit. And, dude, it's literally 7 strikeouts. He did that. I think he got 8 and 6 in his first 2 starts. So the 8 obviously would have cashed. Not sure what happened with the 6th one. He probably got squeezed by the ump a couple times. I don't think that happens tonight. 7+ at plus 180 something just feels right. Just feels like I swept is what it feels like, because that's a sweep on my side. So hopefully, Jafar, you come with a winner this time. That'll be 6-0.
Yeah, I'm liking that one. I can't lie, man. This Christian Scott kid, he's come up as a prospect with a lot of promise, and he's delivered 2 straight games, 2 qualities, hella Ks. I mean, he's lost, but
he's supposed to be that guy, right? So I mean,
supposed to be that guy. He's showing out. So I like it. All right, as you always say, stop stalling, man.
Yeah, it's time.
You know what?
You want it.
I have some safer picks I like, but safe is for the birds, man. Yeah. And as our friend Chef has said earlier, the Dodgers looked really bad last night, and I actually needed them. I needed a Mookie run and a Freddie Ribby for a parlay, and Freddie let me down. But they're bouncing back tonight. They're going against Montas. Montas has had a good start to the year, but he's due for like a blow-up game. You know how Montas gets. Give me Mookie to go yard. Okay. He's saying that 460 on Caesars, and I just think that's straight disrespectful.
Yep.
460 for Mookie? Come on, man. Mookie is hot. It's Mookie Betts. Do I need to say more? I'm taking him. Like, Bob Barker.
I was looking at him for dingers just because, like, he gives it up to righties, lefties, whoever. The problem with the Dodgers, though, is, like, which guy do you take? Because they just got guys. Like 6, you know what I mean? But Mookie is one that was on my list. He had a question mark by it, but he's still on the list. And, that could be done first at bat of the bottom of the first.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's one of those games where Dodgers kind of just go ballistic.
Yeah.
They're just due for that.
Right. Feels right.
For sure.
All right, Chef T. I see. What, are you phoning a friend over there?
No, I like that look because you know what my pick is. You know my last pick is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this goes in line with the perfect. I feel like everything's going to be landing on this last game.
Which is cool.
These last 3 are going to – this last sweep is going to feel so good late at night, with the late night sweats. So in line with the Mookie Betts, in line with Shohei, I'm not too, passed on the Cincinnati Reds right now. Like, they faced Glasnow last night, and they did a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think the Reds bats do a good job tonight. I think the Doyers bats do a good job tonight. I got the alternate total of the game, 11.5. 11.5. I don't know what the exact odds I got were, but I mean, the total's 8.5. I got 11.5, so I'm assuming, I think it was plus 200.
Okay.
And I honestly think we see fireworks tonight, finally. You know, like after last night being such a dud, except for the Reds, I think the Reds continue. I think the Doyers, you know, match that energy, and I think we see a great show tonight.
It's only 12 runs. I've always thought about those alt lines, the totals. It's kind of like they give you too much value for an extra run. Do you know what I mean? Like almost to where it's like whenever you see people being like, "Oh, I got over 8.5 minus 120," you're like, "Why don't you have minus 9 or over 9.5?" Sorry, plus 110. You know what I mean? Like what? Like why? You know what I mean? Because it's a run. Like if you think it's like, what do you think it's really going to land on 9?
Right, 100%. And like you know, especially after teams that go down and are like duds. Like I honestly, I have a feeling that they barely. I think all the games barely scraped over yesterday. And I think we see a lot of runs today. I think we see a lot of Pittsburgh runs. I know that game starts. I got to cook up a lay for that in 2 hours. We have the early baseball. I think we see a lot of Pittsburgh runs, and I think we just see a lot of runs tonight. So it's going to be exciting.
O'Neal Cruz. That's his name.
On the Reds too is they're doing way better against lefties than righties this year, like substantially better. So them getting Paxton tonight. Yeah,
Pax is not great. Okay, it's been a while for him. We won't see him too much longer. So I mean, there is that. Like he's getting old
for sure.
He's getting old. I like him. I'm a Paxton guy though, so there is that. But like I said, he's nowhere what he once was. Not even close.
Yeah, he had a little resurgence last year, but it looks like that was kind of a flash in the pan.
He's getting old, man. Like I said, he's getting old. There's going to be a night where he gets slaughtered. That could happen tonight.
For sure. All
right, so a little 9-leg parlay. If Nigel has the math right, $294,000 on a $10 bet. So I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like it's a good start going into the weekend.
That'll do.
Yeah, you might tell a buddy or two about that one. Maybe even a stranger on the street. Who knows? But could be fun. Guys, if you don't have anything else to say, I don't have anything else to say either. I think it's time to go cook up more parlays. What do you think?
I got one thing to say. One thing only. Knicks and 6.
Ooh, Knicks and 6. That's tonight. That's tonight. So you're thinking Knicks. I like it.
Knicks and 6.
Yeah, it's probably time. What's going to happen? Give me your early prediction on the Knicks Celtics.
Man, you know what? I think the Celtics will get us, but Brunson will have a game almost every game because the Celtics just can't guard that type of play style. He's going to have 40 every game. I think it will fight, but the Celtics are just so good, man. I don't know. Unless they have a lot of off games from 3, they probably get us in 6.
Nice.
Look at Nigel with the reverse jinx. That's crazy. Knicks will win.
Yeah, no, Nigel, dude, he is the worst Celtics fan there is. You can't listen to him at all. Like always, dude. Come into one of our streams and listen to this guy. Like he just bashes them the whole time, and he'll be the first guy going to the parade. It's crazy. I was with you guys all the whole time. Like I think he thought they were gonna lose to the Cavs. I think he did. Like down in his heart. Like he never said it, but like in his heart of hearts, he thought they were losing. All right, guys. If you don't follow these two on Twitter, Jafar, too nice. Sorry, I was doing a little reading there.
Yeah, it's either or.
Also, really. Chef T, Cook It Up 31. I kind of like that handle. I don't like having to remember a number, but if you turn the notifications on, you don't have to think about it. You're just going to see his tweets. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I will cook up the Millionaire Parlay later on. After that, we'll do the stream at 4 p.m. on this channel. So if you're around, show up for that. Hit the notifications. That way you don't forget. See you guys later.